start with West Ham against Middlesbrough. And it was a day that started with some anxiety for West Ham. Trevor Brooking had jarred a knee in a midweek League Cup tie against Derby. But after a morning of fitness tests had gone well and Trevor had had the last bit of treatment with an ice bag on his injured knee, well, it was decided that he was fit enough to play. So it was then that he pulled on West Ham's number 10 shirt.
So Trevor Brooking takes his place in a West Ham side that's not registered to win in their last 5 league games. There's no cause for alarm, though. They have, after all, drawn 4 of those. Paul Allen, who was standing by to take Brooking's place, is the substitute. Middlesbrough, well, the big problem there this season has been scoring goals. They give another chance to Billy Wolf up front. Bobby Thompson, who was sent off at Plymouth in the League Cup in midweek, he plays. His suspension comes up the week after next. He's in midfield along with Heine Otto, a Dutchman who was signed from Twente Enschede. Now Neighbour, hiding Lampard. Oh, it's a mistake there that lets Neighbour in across the face of the goal, and McAndrew, the Middlesbrough captain, made a terrible mistake there, and Neighbour really should have punished it more severely. Here's McAndrew's mistake, failed to get anywhere near controlling that ball. Here's Neighbour as Platt came plunging out beyond the far post. Billy Wolf goes back into central position. It's Hodgson. Wolf is there, Lampard with a head. Wolf again. Thompson was coming in there, and West Ham having trouble getting it away. And it was staved in the end by the legs of Parks, and they're not away yet. It was a back pass that almost cost West Ham a goal. And the crowd are buzzing at that as they just can't imagine how Middlesbrough failed to score there. And here's Otto now. And maybe that scare will teach West Ham a lesson early in this game. Lampard finding Brooking. Touch and go effort there, and Parks' legs saving the day for West Ham. Devonshire, and his determination, found the ball again and found Goddard. Crossed in by Lampard towards Cross, and it wasn't. Oh, Neighbour's right in there. 1-0 for West Ham. Jimmy Neighbour. First of the season for Jimmy, and came steaming in there and caught them unawares. A sharp angle, but true into the far corner. Struggling to keep possession there, but did so well enough. Felt his knee a bit gingerly, I noticed then when he fell. Devonshire, Goddard. Devonshire again, looking for a yard, might have to work for it. Flicks it in there to Cross, back it comes again for Goddard. Oh, and an own goal by Angus, I think. Well, it's number 2 for West Ham. Goddard was right in there, knocked down nicely by Cross. And as you see, it's an own goal. Cut out by Devonshire. How well he did it. Goddard. And a nice flick on by Goddard. Devonshire continued his run. He's got Cross waiting in the middle. Brooking's in there too. And a penalty. Smile of resignation on the face of Irving Nattrass. Returns to something that wasn't quite a smile. But Devonshire turning around there. Cochrane caught him there. Nattrass caught him there. And now Ray Stewart with the ball on the spot. Stewart scored 3 times this season, each of them from the penalty spot, now with a chance to make it 3-0 to West Ham. And who really likes to blast them. And he's done it again. 3-0. Getting into the byline, getting well, can look up and choose his spot almost, except that Stewart was there to head it away and find Neighbour. Oh, what a bad back pass, and Billy Wolf has made it 3-1. Jimmy Neighbour, with his head in his hands, knows that it was his mistake. Well, he scored the first goal here, and it was a strange back pass, to say the least. Straight for Billy Wolf, and there wasn't much Phil Parkes could do about it. And Billy Wolf gets a goal for Middlesbrough. Devonshire picking his way superbly now, and a shot. He might get in there again. He's hit the post. Well, if anybody deserved a goal this afternoon, it's this fellow, Alan Devonshire. What a magnificent run, and applause all around the ground for it. A terrific run and a great shot that was parried by the keeper. Devonshire continued on his way after Platt had parried it, and a real piece of bad luck as the ball cannons off the post. There's Thompson for them, heading again towards Cochrane, and that surely is a penalty, yes. I don't think West Ham could argue about that. The second penalty of the game, and Cochrane going right in there. And Trevor Brooking going across to have a word with the referee. But as you can see, Brooking was in fact leaning into the man, and penalty gives Middlesbrough a chance to get back to 3-2. Thompson with it, 3-2.
Turned out to be quite a good finish, although John Lyall, the West Ham manager, was a little concerned that his side had allowed the game to slip so far. Incidentally, the news about Trevor Brooking is good. No real ill effects to that injured knee, and let's hope it stays that way with a hungry game coming up in a little over a couple of weeks. Now, we showed you earlier on a young Irish boy enjoying the game, and indeed a glimpse of him in the West Ham dressing room before the start. He was taken there by West Ham's John Lyall. He's 14-year-old Martin Robinson from Portadown in Northern Ireland, who was knocked down by a lorry on his way to school last January, and he was in a coma for a month. Now, his great love was, and is, West Ham. So Ulster Television asked John Lyall if he would record a tape to be played to young Martin to bring him out of his coma. And indeed it worked. So this is his first visit to Upton Park.
Let's just sec. Can I just introduce young Martin? I think you're aware of him. He had an accident in January and he was unconscious for a while, and a West Ham supporter, and the tape we sent him helped him come round, and he'd just like to meet you, and he's on a nice weekend and I think he's going to enjoy himself. I'll introduce you, have a little talk to him and say what you want, because they're only human like you, alright? David Cross. Oh, Martin. Alright.
Martin Birmingham, first name, Martin, combinative.
What, my one?
David Cross.
I thought I was going to score though, didn't you?
No, I said David Cross.
Did you?
Just scored.
Yeah, I didn't do well, did I?
No.
We're going to score today?
Yeah.
How many?
2.
2? He's predicted a 2-0 win today, lads, so make sure it's right.
No.
Trevor Brooking? Oh, Martin. I think he's your favourite, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like about it? What do you think he does well when he plays?
Not scoring goals.
I goal you scored the last international was
Yes, the
there.
Hungary one, yes. Hope lightning strikes again later this month, Martin. You watch all the games, do you, on TV?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's hope you bring us luck today.
Proving yet again that football has got a heart, and our thanks indeed to West Ham and to John Lyall for making young Martin's day one that I'm sure he's going to